Hello all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be talking about how to enter journals using ADFDI, Application Desktop Framework, Desktop Integration. So let me get into the spreadsheet which contains the list of topics. So we have covered how to create journal entries manually from the front end screens. Now in this video, I'll talk about how to upload the journals using ADFDI and what are the prerequisites for before you start using ADFDI. Let me get into the Fusion application. So within the Fusion application, before you start using ADFDI, first thing what you need to do is you need to download ADFDI plugin. So in order to do that, navigate to the screen and then go to Tools and then click on Download ADF Desktop Integrated. So once you click on that, plugin gets downloaded to your downloads folder. You can double click and the downloads get, this ADFDI gets installed. I've already done that in my laptop, so hence I'm not doing that. And once you do that, whenever you open the Excel version, so when you open the Excel version, you get this screen. Okay. So once you open the Excel version, you get this particular screen. And once you get this particular screen, just click on install button. So the downloaded plugin gets installed into your Excel, Microsoft Excel. Of course, MS Office should have been, or MS Excel should have been installed in your laptop. That's of course the main prerequisites. And whenever you open the Excel, then you get this particular pop-up. And again, you get this particular pop only for the first time. And for the first time, just click on this install button and the plugin automatically gets installed into your Excel. And after you do this, then you can get into the application. Okay, let me minimize this. Okay, so once you get into the application, navigate to general accounting. Yeah, general accounting, and then journals, and then create journals in spreadsheet. So the spreadsheet gets downloaded, open the spreadsheet, click on enable editing. Okay, so click on do you want to connect, say yes. Okay, it's asking to enter the username and password. So let me stop sharing my screen for a minute. Let me copy my password. Okay, let me get the password. Okay, I've stored password somewhere. Let me get the password. It should be, yeah, it should be here. Okay, I got my password. Let me start sharing. Okay, let me enter the password. Okay, so this is how the screen looks like, and here you can see a create general tab gets automatically inserted into your Excel, and here you have the options to upload the journals. So now let me get into the details of each and every field here. So the first thing is here you have two tabs, single journal, multiple journal. So first we'll start with the single journal. So this is the journal name, journal description, ledger name, accounting date, and if you want to enter any your adjusting period, you can enter that. Category, reversal period, reversal date, and here you enter the journal lines, the accounts to be debited and credited. So I have a chart of accounts which has 4 segments, and hence you can see all those 4 segments here. The currency, your entered debit and credit, and accounted debit and credit, and of course accounted debit and credit are optional. So here you can see wherever there is a star, these are all mandatory. So let me first start with the journal. So I just want to enter my journal name as a test journal, or I just want to use a meaningful name. Probably I'll just say journal to record expenses for April. Okay. Description, I just want to use the same as description, and ledger. So it will show, again, it will honor the data access set rules. So it will show only the ledgers for which I have access. So I have access to only one ledger in this environment. So I'm selecting that. Accounting date. So bear in mind, as far as the accounting date is concerned, it is in MMDDYOY format. So I just want to enter a journal in the month of April with an accounting date of, say, probably 5th of April. So I just want to use 04/05/2024 and leave this. Source is defaulted, which is a spreadsheet. Category, you can see it's mandatory, and if you want, you can directly type in, or you can double click. Once you click on double click on that, you'll be able to see the drop down. So select the concerned general category, click on OK, and I'll ignore or I'll just leave all other fields blank. And then your chart of account segments. So double click on that. It gives you this pop-up window. Click on the search button. And here you can see the pop-up window wherein you can select your segment values. I just want to enter a simple journal entry to record probably expenses. So maybe I just want to see if there is any expense account available. Let me search for any expense account. Okay, there is some expense adjustment account, or let me see if there is any salaries or yeah, let me see if there are any salaries. Account, and intercompany I just want to use 000, and then click on OK. So it gets populated. Currency, I just want to use my functional currency USD. Amount to be debited probably maybe $5,000, and the account be credited. As this being an Excel, you can just do a copy paste, Control C, Control V. I just copied the first line into the second line, and I just want to change only the account. Probably I just want to use change this account. So I just want to use a cash account. So click on the drop down, maybe use this cash account. Okay, okay, and enter the credit 5,000. And this being a functional currency, I'm not entering any conversion date, conversion rate type, or conversion rate. If you are entering a foreign currency journal, then appropriately your conversion date and conversion rate type needs to be entered. Otherwise, when you click on upload or your submit, system throws an error message. And line description, I just want to say expenses for April. That's it. There are a lot of other columns. I'm just leaving it blank. So key is automatically populated. You can ignore them. So, okay, I'll just show you the validations which are done when you click on submit. So purposefully, I'll just get rid of the adjustment, which is general category. Let me click on submit. So it throws an error message. You must enter a valid general category. So let me put that back. Okay. And purposefully, I enter a wrong currency. Okay. Now let me click on submit. Okay. So you have some couple of pop-up messages here. like a couple of options here. So when you click on save to interface, so as soon as you click on submit, the data just go to the interface. Then again, you need to run the journal input program manually. If you select this, the data goes to the interface, and from interface, automatically journal input program gets triggered. If you select this, data goes to the interface, from interface, journal input program is triggered, and the journal is automatically posted if there is no approvals required for the journal. And as far as the descriptive flex fields are concerned, you have an option whether you want to import them with validation, without validation, or you do not want to perform any validation. In my current example, there is no descriptive flex field, so hence I'm just going with this option of no. And defer account validation to journal input. So when you check this particular checkbox, if you enter any incorrect account code combination here, system will not perform online validation here. The validation will be done whenever the journal input program gets triggered. And the last one is send email notification for general import failures. Again, this is self-explanatory. So I'll not check these two checkboxes. Click on submit. So you have an error message again. You must enter a valid currency. So let me enter proper currency. Now, one last error. I just want to purposefully ensure that the journal entry is not balanced. So here in this case, you can see all these errors. Okay. I want to purposefully enter journal. If the let's assume your suspense account is not enabled on your ledger, then appropriately you should get a pop-up error message on the screen saying the journal entry is not balanced. But if you enable the suspense account on your ledger option, then system will allow this particular journal entry to be uploaded. Okay, so I do not remember if the suspense account is enabled in this ledger or not. So let me just go with the balance journal. Okay, now everything is fine. Now let me try to import this. When I click on submit, now the data goes to the interface table. From interface, journal import is get triggered, and from journal import, after journal import is triggered, the data you'll be able to see the data in the journal screens, and the journal will be also automatically posted. You can see the process ID which got triggered. The process ID is ending with 652. We can go to the schedule process and check the status. 652. It's not mandatory that you need to go and check. See, you can just wait and then automatically search for the journals, and you should be able to see those journals. So it is journal input is successful, and it is also posted successfully. If you want to know the journal, you can put your cursor here, and then you can go to the log or output files. See, you can see the journal batch which was created. So this is the journal batch. So let me copy this. Now go to the journal entry screen and search for this batch. I'll also show you how system has derived the batch name. Okay, so this is the journal. See here, you can see as far as the journal batch is concerned, system has derived the general batch name with general to record expenses for April 24. So it is basically concatenation of the journal entry name, space, journal source, which is spreadsheet, space A stands for actuals. So it's actual journal, it's not a budget journal. And then space, group ID. Group ID is automatically populated when you have downloaded this spreadsheet. Okay, space, process ID, and then space, and then keyword, key letter N. So that's the journal batch name. And if you look at the journal name, so this is the journal name, whatever we have entered. So system has appended that particular journal name with a space, and it has appended that with the general category. So that's how the naming convention which system uses in order to derive the general batch and general name. If you do not enter any general name, then it will be just in this example, it would be just general category would be your general name. Okay, you can see this particular general is also posted because approval, I have disabled approval in this particular environment. Okay, so this is how you upload a journal, single journal. Now let's go to the multiple journals. So multiple journals is basically through particular one template, you can upload one general batch with multiple journals in it, or multiple general batches with multiple journals in it, and the multiple general batches under multiple ledgers or same ledgers. You name it, you have different combinations. Now I just want to take a probably what I'll do is I'll just go with say test batch ARV, its batch name, and test journal ARV. That's my journal name. I just want to create two journals under same batch and same ledger. Okay. And my ledger would be Reliance USD, and accounting date. I just want to use this accounting date. Okay. And source is a spreadsheet, and categories adjustment. Again, you can double click to get the drop down. And as far as the code combination is concerned, I just want to copy the same code combination. So this is first let me complete one journal. So this is my first journal. Just want to use ARV1. Currency is USD. Enter debit is maybe 6,000. Okay. Now I want to, this is first journal. Now I just want to use a different journal, but under the same batch. Copy this, change it to ARV2. Okay. And maybe probably I just want to use a different accounting date. You can use the same accounting date, doesn't matter. Just using a different accounting date. And let's assume I want to use the same combination, account code combination. And now in this case, I want to enter a foreign currency, INR. INR, I just want to use say 80,000. Okay, now in this case, for the second two lines, I am purposefully entering the INR as the currency, but I do not want to enter the conversion date. And let's see when I click on update or submit, what will happen. See, you get a pop-up error message saying that you must enter a valid conversion date, right? Okay. So for these two, I'll be now entering the conversion date. So conversion date would be, I just want to use the same date as my accounting date. That's the conversion date. And conversion type, you can click on the drop down, or if you know the conversion type, you can select the conversion type. I think there are conversion rates which are available under this conversion type. Okay, let me do that. And I need not enter the conversion rate because there are already conversion rates which are available under this conversion rate type. And again, accounted date and accounted debit and accounted credit, I need not enter because based on this particular conversion rate available in the system will automatically derive the accounted date and accounted debit and accounted credit. But if you do not want to enter the conversion date and rate, but if you want to force the accounted value, you can also do that. In that case, don't enter the conversion date and rate type, but enter the accounted debit and accounted credit. Okay. So, and another important thing is now you are trying to enter one particular general batch with two journals on it, and the system will try to verify if the journal and if the uh, amounts are balanced at the journal entry level. So in this case, amounts are balanced at the first general and amounts are balanced at the second general. But let's assume purposefully, I will update this from 80,000 to say 79,000. Okay. Now let's see what will happen. First general is balanced, but second one is not balanced. See, it shows the batch is failed. One or more batches are failed. This row was part of a batch where the changes for all the rows in batch were not applied due to the issue. Okay, the entered debit 80,000 does not equal to the entered credit. So even though the first journal is balanced, but the second journal is not balanced, system will not upload the entire batch. Now you need to fix that error so that the entire batch can be uploaded. Okay, now I fix that. Now let me try to upload this. Okay, now you can see the pop-up message with row inserted successfully. And this is the process ID ending with 673. Again, you can go to the schedule process and check the status of that schedule process, or directly go to the wait for a minute and directly go to the journal entry screen and search for the batch, which starts with this name. Okay, now let me directly go to the screen and search for this batch. Okay, it's already created. So here you can see two journals which are created with this particular batch. Okay, now click on this hyperlink. So here you can see this particular batch got created with two journals. So now you can see this is the first journal. You can click on the drop down, go to the second journal, or you can click on these arrows to look for two journals, first journal and second journal. So you can see the first journal is in the functional currency and second journal is in the foreign currency. See, system has derived the conversion rate and converted the numbers into USD. And in the first case, there is no conversion because your function it's a functional currency journal. Okay, so this is how you should be able to upload the journals using ADFDI. So in a real world, you will not have such kind of simple journal entry. The journals goes into thousands of rows. That's the only reason why users will start using this particular template, and the same template can be used multiple times and it can be used any number of times. So generally, for certain kind of recurring entries, generally users use this particular template and use the same template every month or every quarter, and then maybe probably they'll update the amounts and then upload the journal. Thank you. Thanks for watching my video. For interesting videos on Oracle Fusion Financials, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.